come no one ever talks about Josh Rosen anymore? He was the 10th pick in the draft less than 2 years ago. He got picked by the Cardinals. That team stunk. That coach got fired. He went to the Dolphins. He played 3 games. Their offensive coordinator got fired. He went to the Bucks, who had Tom Brady. He was on the practice squad. The Niners picked him up. They never played him. No one ever talks. It's like the whole world has given up on him. He hasn't even turned 24 yet. He's younger than both of you guys. So I don't. Maybe there's a legitimate reason. Maybe he's like really Jewish and he pushes Judaism on everyone. Although I don't think that's the thing. So what is it about this guy that everyone's like, yeah, we were way off. The whole league was off on this dude. He's bust. Why?
Well, he's just you don't typically see NFL journeymen that went that high in their respective draft classes and then just pinball around the league like that. So why that is, I don't know, but I'm assuming that no one really talks about him right now for that exact reason, because he's been on all these different teams. He's never panned out anywhere. So why would he suddenly just pan out in San Francisco?
Yeah. Maverick.
Well, first off, he went to a far inferior Pac-12 school, so that's a big problem.
I'm telling you, that UCLA football is terrible. The team sucks.
Yeah.
You guys might not watch it very much. I used to. It's bad.
Yeah, but Rosen, I think one thing is, like you said, situations didn't always work out. Sometimes it's just luck, and sometimes it's a mixture of not performing and luck leads to an early exit or a bad situation. And I think the reason why people don't talk about Rosen is because he didn't play. And I think that's going to be your next question is, why didn't he play?
Yeah, but I'm not there yet because I want to talk about Rosen. This doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, if you remember in 2017, his junior year at UCLA, his week 1, he had that dramatic comeback win over Texas A&M with the throw at the end to win the game.
The legend of Josh Rosen.
It was huge. He was like the number 1 topic. Everyone thought he was the number 1 player in the draft at that point. And then the next week he threw 5 touchdown passes against Hawaii. He was a big deal. And then he didn't have a good year. But the way I look at it is he's never played on a good team. UCLA is a trash team. Then he goes to the Cardinals. They were terrible. Then he went to the Dolphins, who were terrible. And now he's trash. Now everyone's given up on him. Still hasn't turned 24 yet. Seems to me that we're overlooking, maybe we're writing off a guy a little too soon. I was watching his film today from the Dolphins. He had a game against the Chargers where he went 17-24 with a touchdown. He had another touchdown dropped. It's like, really? There's nothing here. And then I'm not saying he's going to be good, but you just give up on this kid and you look at a guy like Sam Darnold, who just gets chance after chance after chance and does nothing ever. But it's like, no, we still believe in Sam. But we don't believe in Josh. What I'm saying is there's anti-Semitism afoot right now. No, it's not what I'm saying. Well, I just don't get it at all. There must be something with his personality. Like, people must not like this guy. Something.
It could be. Yeah, he was dealt a really unfair hand. And if you think about it, if Kyler Murray never decided to enter the NFL and he would have stuck with his baseball career that he had going on, is Rosen still the quarterback of the Cardinals? Or do you think they would have ripped off the Band-Aid and moved on as quickly from him as they did?
If they didn't hire Cliff Kingsbury, I think that would have been a possibility because remember, Bosa was the top guy in the draft and he was supposed to be the first pick. But once they hired Kingsbury, and that was the whole spread air raid type style that Kingsbury likes and Kyler Murray was familiar with, I think that put the writing on the wall. And I know it's the post-Rosen world where anyone can get traded at any time. And he's the culprit of that, obviously.
No, I mean, I hear people talking about like Mac Jones as a guy the Niners should be interested in. Like, maybe, but I'm sorry. Mac Jones is not the same level of caliber. It's not the same caliber of prospect that Josh Rosen was. You like Mac Jones? You're really going to like Josh Rosen. Imagine Josh Rosen if he had played in Alabama behind that brick wall and all those Heisman candidates. He was at UCLA. He's never played on a good team in his life. When you go back and just watch, if you have Game Pass, the guy can really throw. You like arm strength? You think Kyle Trask doesn't have enough juice in his arm? This kid does. And he's dirt cheap. Like the Niners will he's an exclusive rights free agent. And that's what Mullins was last year. They can keep him for like $350, So
yeah.
I just feel like you got to draft a quarterback, but you also don't want to just forget about this guy.
Yeah, he provides a lot more upside at the QB2 spot than Mullins or Beathard, in my opinion. I think the upside there, just based on the fact that he has all the talent translated to him being a high first-round pick. Yes. So the upside there.
Yeah, and I'm going to say something controversial, and you guys don't have to agree with me on this. But after watching Rosen today, I believe right now he's a better quarterback than Jimmy Garoppolo. And if he could get on the field with a good team, he could totally change the perception that is prevailing right now about him.
You're saying better overall, same contract, or just because?
No. Just a better player, better arm, more mobile, better than Jimmy G. Give him a chance to prove it. Which brings me to my next. But I'm always wrong about these things. So keep that with a grain of salt. I know, like 800 Jimmy Garoppolo fans just recorded that and like, oh, look what you said on February 5th. No, yeah, I did say that.